Hey man, what? What the fuck? Man, what the fuck what happened? Man, this is some bullshit. YouTube gotta fix this shit. I don't know how they hacked my shit like that. I ain't never seen that, bro. I told you we got the man, my likes went from like 5 dislikes to 40, almost 40 dislikes. Whatever the fuck they did, I had 40 dislikes in like record breaking time. I told you we got the livest live stream. They trying to hack my shit. They trying to hack. The man fans is mad. They must have got that strap. They must have got clapped. Yeah, they hating hardcore. I didn't know it was like this, bro. I didn't know they was doing all that. They like they really got hackers on my shit. They're like, yeah, Pinto. Like, who the fuck is Pinto, bro? Man, this is annoying though, because we were having a good conversation. I should go get something to eat. Fuck that. Yeah, they hating hardcore with that. We was having a good conversation till that shit. I ain't never seen no shit, stuff like that in boxing. Yeah, it was probably that Carl's Jr. dude. What the fuck? He in the break room and shit. He in the bathroom. Yeah, man, I'll teach you to talk about Carl's Jr. fucking Hardys. He said all the dead souls of everyone who ever got clapped. Why is that so funny, bro? Yeah, it was like Pinto, the Black Channel. This shit got me hot, bro. I feel like I gotta start. I gotta start over though, because of hackers. Like I don't know how to stop it. Yeah, y'all hack them super chats. Hack into my bank account. I got protection. Yeah, $5 super chat. Hack that. See, they want to hate so bad. They taking it to new levels. They getting the fappening guys. I thought they was in jail. The one that leaked all them Kim Kardashian and them celebrity news. The fappening. They got them on the case to hack my shit. That's how popping we are. They're like, yeah, man. I'll teach you to put me in the hot seat. This is funny. Hey, slip the jab. Get out of here. He said he was bucking shots on the way out. Man, I didn't know what that was. No, my phone, I put my phone down and it says screen is locked. So I thought people were just telling me that the phone screen was locked. And then it just, bro, and then it went crazy, bro. Shout out to my dude, Town Business, holding it down in the Bay Area while I'm gone. New media is killing it. Man, let's talk about this Joshua or this Wilder $100 million deal or whatever. Listen, they threw some money at Wilder, but you don't know all the circumstances behind it. Here's another thing with Joshua. Like, man, these dudes, like, I need to get some shirts. Keep that same energy. We need to keep that same energy shirts. Because where were all these dudes when Joshua turned down 50 million plus 50% of the back end? Now all of a sudden they care about Wilder turning down a 3-fight deal for 100 million with no guarantee that he actually gets Joshua. I didn't see no pay-per-view numbers for the Mikey fight. I didn't hear nothing. I mean, it was, yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear. With 47,575 a pop, 85 or whatever it was for pay. There's no other boxing events selling out that type of crowd in America. You know. They really think Wilder is dumb enough to not know the AJ trilogy fight is worth more than 100 million. And that's the other thing. Listen, let's talk about it, people. If y'all could help get them likes back up, I almost don't even want to do this stream after that hacking shit. Making me start over. Shout out to my dude Cheetah Head. All right, Tom. Anyway, here's the thing. They want Wilder to commit to 3 fights, but Joshua don't got to commit to any fights. He's a free agent, so to speak, meaning he don't have to fight on that particular platform, but Wilder do. The other thing is, there's no Joshua guarantee. It's just assumed that Joshua will be the second or third fight. The other thing is you have to look at it. Who does benefit? Who does it benefit? Like, who does it benefit more? DAZN's offering Wilder, you know, good money, but you gotta do the math. Like, they're not stupid, bro. You gotta do the math. DAZN, they came in the game screaming, pay-per-view is dead, guys. Get rid of pay-per-view, right? So what they're banking on is taking a fight that's definitely pay-per-view worthy, having it at a $10 cost, and balling the fuck out. Balling the fuck out. Because they're looking at, yeah, it takes 8, you know, $80 pay-per-view. It takes 8 DAZN subscriptions. It takes 8 DAZN subscriptions to equal 1 pay-per-view. But they feel like, damn, if we have a mega fight like Joshua versus Wilder that everyone wants to see, and then that's at a price point that they feel they could justify, they think they could get more quantity of buys because of the price. And they might be right, you know, because that's a fight you could easily charge pay-per-view prices for. And if they had it on their network, in their network only, then they would reap all the benefits. And then you could have, let's say, just for that first fight, you know, let's say it did something crazy. The shit would add up quick. Okay, and Deontay Wilder being a real person, the real person that he is, he's not trying to lead people that helped him get to this point, you know. But it's not just about leaving them and like, you know, taking away foolish money. DAZN feels they're gonna make enough money to justify paying him that much. Otherwise, they wouldn't even offer him that much. You know, they're looking at that bottom line, and they know having Wilder for 3 fights. He's on the. They just did an ESPN, you know, best list or whatever. Wilder is the #1, not #1, but he's the highest ranked boxer on there. So basically, they know Wilder's popping. So to have a popping athlete on your platform for at least 3 fights, people are going to check. They're going to check for him. You know what I'm saying? especially at what they feel at a cheaper price point. And then, like I said, it's like killing two birds with one stone. Then you would hurt Showtime because they spent the time building him up, did all the labor, and then you took credit. See, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Dr. Dre, further in his career, he got to the point. Dre can make beats, obviously, but he got to the point where he could let other producers make beats, come in after the beat was pretty much well orchestrated, right? After the beat already had like a melody and 808s and stuff, and then change the drum slightly, tweak this, add this, minus this, and then people say it's produced by Dr. Dre. That's what Dazn is looking to do. Dazn, where were they 5 years ago? Hell, 3 years ago. 1.5 years ago. They were fucking in Japan and shit like that. They were nowhere in the boxing world, right? Nowhere to be found. Nobody knew no Dazn in America. There was putting the livest and best cricket matches that the world has ever seen on. Now that they're, getting in, they made money in that arena. They're trying to tap into the boxing arena, and they're trying to big dog people, and then people whose careers they've never managed or really done anything with. They're trying to capitalize. Now, the fact that, see, put it this way. Dazn is so lucky HBO Boxing got out of the business because that was a long-standing competitor, and they bowed out gracefully. If HBO Boxing was still here, they wouldn't have Canelo and they wouldn't have Jacobs, necessarily. I guess they get all them guys needed home. The non-PBC, non-top ranked fighters that were signed to HBO, they needed a home. But the bottom line is, the skinny of it, mate, is Deontay Wilder, Showtime built his career. They put him on. His first fight with Stavern, second fight with Stavern, Luis Ortiz fight, unifications, Johan Duhaupas, the Tyson Fury first, all these fights. Showtime did it. Now Dazn think they could just come in and big dog and offer some money that they're going to get more money than that, and then just buy him, and then he's going to forget the people who had his back. That's not who he is. Town said Wilder was smart not to let Eddie Hearn pimp him. These fools have short-term memory. They keep forgetting AJ turned down $80 million for 2 back-to-back fights with Wilder. Exactly. And nobody said anything when Joshua turned down money. And Wilder's betting on himself. Yeah, y'all got to smash the like button. I don't know what happened with the last stream, but they came in hating viciously. Y'all got to get them likes up, man. We had to start over from scratch. I'm still mad at that. Man, the Dazn $100 million is a scheme. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a scheme. They're trying to hurt Showtime, because Showtime, through Premier Boxing Champions' new deal with Fox, already lost some fighters, or at least for certain fights. Not saying they can't bounce back and forth from the networks, but you got to feed your brand new big company like Fox. You got to feed them some of the fights too. So now, when Showtime had all of Leo Santa Cruz's fights, all of Keith Thurman's fights, all of Wilder's fights, all of Broner's fights, now that's not the case. Leo Santa Cruz just fought on Fox, I believe. Danny Garcia's fighting on Fox. Spence just fought on Fox. Mikey just fought on Fox, etc. Right? So, just within Premier Boxing Champs, Showtime doesn't get all of the fighters anymore in Al Heyman's stable, even guys that they helped build. So Dazn, they trying to take Wilder because they know he's an attraction. He's popular. He's exciting to watch. You know, you'll be able to watch him for major play. I could keep going, man. Y'all gotta smash the like button if y'all want me to keep going, because I'm really mad we had to start this stream again. YouTube, I need to complain to YouTube. This shit, that was some bullshit. They just like how can people leave that many comment? Like you could tell it probably came from this similar IP address. It was like a bot or some shit. And like there's nothing I could do. What? There should be a way to pause this stream or something to get rid of them. But anyway, yeah, and they know Wilder's gonna give you knockouts. Yeah, so that's why they're trying. Just like ESPN, ESPN offered Wilder a deal. They want him to fight on ESPN and keep fighting on ESPN. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to lock him in. They're not stupid. They're trying to lock him in. That's like, let's say a girl, she from around the way, she got the bangingest body, she look good, right? You know, no kids, her walk is mean, smell good, she got a fat ass, you know, and she's just all around good girl, career woman, dress business, casual, you know she would be a good mom, she can cook, she's into cleanliness, and you know she's everything. What? You gonna try to lock that down? Period. You gonna try to lock that girl down? You know I'm gonna try to get her pregnant. I don't even got no kids, but I'm gonna try to get her pregnant if she got all that. You know what I'm saying? She got all around skills, bro. I'm gonna try to get her pregnant on accident. I mean on purpose. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to lock Wilder down because they know he's an attraction, and it'll bring energy, and it'll bring his fans and people like, oh shit, that's, you know, why won't I watch Dazn now? You know, because Wilder's entertaining. Dazn kind of made a mistake, in my opinion. Here's why. They put Eddie Hearn as the first face in boxing that the fans had interaction with. Then Eddie Hearn said a lot of crazy stuff regarding Wilder, and then now you want him to sign? Like what? Like I know Eddie Hearn doesn't own Dazn, but he's still a reflection, you know, and it still kind of helps Eddie Hearn because even if Golden Boy brings Canelo, Eddie Hearn benefits from that because more people will, because to the app because they want to see Canelo fights. So, you know, now his fights, people like, man, I want to support Canelo, so I'm getting the fights. Then you have the app. You're like, okay, what else is on here? Okay, Matchroom has a card. You get what I'm saying? So if Wilder went, it would inadvertently be helping Eddie Hearn too. So DAZN kind of made a mistake. They put Eddie Hearn like kind of in charge as like one of the first faces and spokespeople. And Eddie Hearn is also the person that didn't provide, you know, clarity, wasn't transparent with Wilder. And, you know, he was the one. I'm in New York. Eddie Hearn was in New York asking random people who Deontay Wilder is. Oh, nobody knows him, see? You know, you asking rabbis and people who just walking by, trying to get to work who Wilder is. You know, man, I don't care. If someone could ask me my middle name. You know, if I'm in the middle of doing something, I'll be like, oh, I don't know, you know. Especially in New York. Everything's in a New York minute. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of foreigners, they come to New York and they don't, or like come to America and they don't know how it works here. People just be in a rush. Like I said, especially in New York. People just trying to mind their own business, you know, not get hit by cars and get to work, not cuss somebody out at their job. You know, Eddie Hearn out here, oh yeah, do you know Deontay Wilder? Oh, okay, thank you. You know, and now you want him to go over there for $100 million just because it's some money. Meanwhile, like I said, that would require him to abandon everything. You know, the people who helped build him up. that he already has a relationship with. It's not that easy. Like, put it this way. Y'all gonna get this work today. Um, let's say let me turn it down. I want y'all to really hear this and really feel this. Who lives in a state and they love their state? Like they love the state they live in and name that state. I need y'all help for this interactive, analogy. Who lives in whatever state and they love the state they live in? Say, I love, and then say the state. I love Hawaii. That's the first person that actually listened. So we rocking with that. Perfect. So let me get this straight. You live in Hawaii, Waikiki. Man, this YouTube is tripping. It's kind of pissing me off right now. Can you guys hear me fine? If you guys can hear me, put your twos up. This live stream pissing me off. All right, cool. So here's the analogy. You love Hawaii, you love the color of the water, you love the food and, the people, the culture, the stores. Let's say that there's a job in your industry, but it requires you to move to Idaho. You got to leave Hawaii and you got to move to Idaho, right? You've been living in Hawaii since you were a kid or since middle school or some shit where your family migrated and settled there and you love it, right? Now, because there's a good paying job, you have to move to Idaho. Do you do it? Charles said, I ain't going to Idaho. That's what I'm saying. Would you go? With more money than, more money, would you just go to Idaho? Like, just leave. So, fuck your friends and the family that you have there. Go to Idaho. Dazn is Idaho. So people are like, someone said, where's Idaho? I'm not even answering that. Get a map. Not at all. No, I'm really asking y'all. Would y'all go to Idaho? Only if you single. It don't matter. Single don't matter. What if your mom and daddy live in Hawaii? What if your friends and your memories are in Hawaii? You just gonna leave? It's not that easy. It's not that easy to just, oh yeah, they offered me some money. See ya, guys. Maybe some people would take the choice, but that's not, not everyone. That's not the best situation for everyone. I don't want to live in no no disrespect. I don't know if I have any fans in Idaho, but I don't want to live in no Idaho. Me personally, I don't know. What they got, potatoes? Nah, bro. I don't personally want to, like I said. So you got to look at it. What are you asking Wilder to do? So Showtime covered all his fights, and helped his. And then everybody else at Showtime, he has to leave them behind. It's not that easy to just uproot and leave. See, Canelo and Triple G, they didn't have no fucking choice. You feel me? HBO Boxing said we're not covering boxing right now or anymore. So there was no choice there. There was no because people told Canelo to leave his trainers. When shit wasn't looking good, they told him to leave his trainers. Guess what? Canelo stayed loyal and kept the Reynosos. I remember I used to do Monday mail days. People are like, oh, Canelo needs better trainers. He needs new trainers. Then why talk about being a free agent? you see, you guys say so much stupid shit. Just because you're a free agent, like that don't mean you're not open to looking at different offers. What does that have to do with anything? You could be a free agent and hear what someone has to say. Like like okay, me on YouTube. I don't work for PBC, Top Rank, or whatever, Showtime or HBO. You know, I don't work for anybody. So if somebody had to present a deal to me, I'm gonna hear them out. I want to hear what they talking about. That don't mean I'm gonna do it. What are you talking about? Why you say you're a free agent? So you can't say the truth. You can't say the reality. Just because you're a free agent, that's like being single. Just because you're single don't mean you have to hook up with somebody because you're single. So you have to date somebody. What type of shit is that? You know, I'm single. That don't mean I have to get married to somebody, like just anybody. But if I'm single, that means I could do what the fuck I want. Straight up. If you're a free agent, you do what the fuck you want. You can hear people out. You know. Vaughn D Gaming, new media unstoppable. Either run with it or run from it. Facts. Yeah, like, why talk about being a free agent? If it's the truth, if it's the truth, you know. Like I said, it's just like being single. That don't mean you have to like get with the first person that wants to get with you because you're single. Why are you talking about being single if you don't want to marry me? Like, what the fuck? What type of stuff is that? I told you they want to be new media so bad, but what they're saying don't really make no sense. Smash the like button. Exactly. Just because you're a free agent definitely doesn't mean you have to take any deal. That's what I'm saying. Oh, then why'd you say you were a free agent? Because he is a free agent. I don't mean he has to take whatever is offer, the first offer. I learned himself. You know, his last 3 fights sure have went viral. Last 3. What are y'all talking about? When he knocked out Stavern in the rematch, people were doing the memes of Stavern like, you know, looking crazy, like folded up. When he fought against Luis King Kong Ortiz, Luis Ortiz was dribbling, and people were talking about that. And then when Tyson Fury got blasted to the Netherlands in the 12th round, to the Ozarks, people were talking about that. He went viral in his last 3 fights. Joshua didn't go viral, like what happened in his Povetkin fight, everyone was talking about. So he's already becoming more and more popular just on his own, with his own vehicle, his own machine, his own branding. You know, watch these videos that go up that I do of Wilder. You know, they're already getting traction from today's press himself, because basically if he keeps winning, keeps doing more of what he's doing, his stock is going to keep going up. It's going to keep rising. Let me get this bum up out of here. Why are you not keeping the same energy, Ego? What am I not keeping the same energy with? You have 1 reply. Please don't waste my time. If you do, shooters, lock up. All right. What am I not keeping the same energy with? Mohammed, please let me know what I haven't kept the same energy with. Yeah, he's in the hot seat. You have 10 seconds. 8 seconds. See, that's what I'm saying. I got to get these guys out of here quick. You know, we no longer doing that. 7 seconds. You were dissing Joshua for turning down 50 million. Wilder does it and it's 60 million. Wilder didn't turn down 50 million. And we already talked about it. The deals aren't the same. You know, okay, first of all, the $50 million deal, send me any credible website or media that require Joshua to sign to Showtime Boxing to take that $50 million. Show me anybody that reported that. I'll wait. Block Fred Randall. He knows I'm already doing a hot seat, and he's with the peanut gallery. Block Fred Randall. This shit easy. It's gonna be easy. So, but why? No, 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 no. See, you see how they want to graze over my shit? Any from a credible source, thing, and you ain't answering my shit. You said your initial setup point, and I'm rebuttaling it. So we not moving past this. That's not how this works. Shooters, get rid. Oh, okay, you already got rid of Fred. Now we still in the hot seat. I agree. Joshua didn't have to sign to Showtime. Strike one. That's one difference in the deal. I told you I was gonna give you one response. You fucking up. Second thing, Joshua was slated for $50 million just to show up, win, lose, or draw. Plus, he was gonna get 50% of the pay-per-view back in. This deal sounds like a flat rate that Eddie Hearn offered. It's just a more expensive flat rate. They didn't say shit. They don't even do pay-per-view, so there's no pay-per-view back in, because that's what DAZN's all about, not doing pay-per-views. So he would be stuck with 3 fights at 100 mil. So that's basically another flat rate like Eddie Hearn offers, just more money. Strike two. Damn. Is this your king? Where you at, Muhammad? So let me know how it's the same. So we agreed that Joshua didn't have to commit 3 fights to Showtime Network. Surely 100 million is a efficient amount, bro. All right. Why? Okay. This is what they do. Just get him the fuck out of here. I'll explain it after. I'm done with this dude. He's asking me a question, but he's ducking all of my responses. Get him out of my face. What are we talking about? Get him out of here. You see how he refused to answer anything I'm talking about? Get him out of here. He's like, surely 100 million is sufficient. No, it's not. It benefits DAZN more than it benefits Wilder. Yes, Wilder will have a good amount of money. Mike Tyson made 50 mil. I don't even have to look it up. Mike Tyson made like stupid, man. 30 mil, 50 mil, like off of single fights. What are we talking about? And that was in the 90s. There's more people in boxing right now. There's more money in boxing right now. 100 mil, what the fuck benefit? What is DAZN gonna get? See, you guys have to understand the concept of what is the word? When you're context. That's it. You have to understand the issue of context. Like, there's a scene in Desperado, great movie, great fucking movie, with Antonio Banderas. I'm just gonna summarize it. Quentin Tarantino's at the bar. He's telling the bartender a joke. Block Luke J. Notice your boy, your man. Block him. You're no longer welcome. I won't continue talking until Luke J is off of my screen. Luke J, thank you. Anywho, you see how the same dude keeps coming back? Look at like this. The gist of the joke is this. He says, I bet you $500 I could pee from 10 feet away and not miss one single drop and get all the piss in this bottle for $500. Right? And the dude was like, no fucking way, I'll take that bet. And then he says the guy got on the table and the bottle was placed up, and he starts peeing. He's peeing everywhere. He's peeing on the walls. He's peeing on the ceiling. It's dripping down. It's splashing the bartender in the face and everything, right? Pee everywhere, right? And he was like, what the fuck? Why is the bartender laughing? And then he says, it's because I made another bet that I could pee everywhere, even including on you. And it was a $2,000 bet that I could pee everywhere and pee, including on you, and you would be happy about it. Not only would you, be smiling, you'd be happy about it, right? So everything's about context. So the gist of the joke is, he set up one bet for this amount of money that he could make everything in the cup, but then he was to reap more benefit if he just peed everywhere, right? So once again, if Wilder's getting 20 million, then you have to imagine that what is Dazn getting? They feel like that's helping their app bubble and increasing the visibility, especially if they put Wilder and Joshua on there. So if they get 2 Wilder-Joshua fights, what are they gonna get? No pay-per-view, $10 a month, and then forcing Wilder, with this deal to fight on the Dazn app. Who knows how much they're making? So everything's about context. Manny Pacquiao is like annoying. Manny Pacquiao, they said Floyd called him when the fight, in that 6 years the fight didn't happen. Floyd offered Pacquiao $40 million, but no pay-per-view. That's a lot of money. He said, this is more money than you've ever made. And then Pacquiao passed off the phone. I do not want to hear, and he passed the phone off. Meanwhile, when Pacquiao and Mayweather actually fought, Pacquiao got like 170 million or whatever, and Floyd got 300 million. So in retrospect, in hindsight, Pacquiao would have been a fool if the fight would later be, or, at any point be worth the type of money he actually got when they fought. You get what I'm saying? So everything about context. Yeah, 40 million is a lot for Pacquiao, and he could have took it, but he didn't take it, and he took it when he took it and got way more money. That's called betting on yourself. You guys have to look at the you also have to look at, like, who the fuck is AJ gonna fight? The fight could still come around. Who's AJ gonna fight next? Let's say he gets past Miller. Who's he gonna fight next? Tyson just did a deal with ESPN. So who is he gonna fight? Like, just let's do simple mathematics. Who he gonna fight? Okay, once again, ESPN has Tyson Fury. Luis Ortiz is signed to Al Heyman. So Al Heyman would have to agree to that. Someone said Anthony Yards. No, I'm saying for real. So Wilder could do what the fuck he want to do, and the fight's still going to have to get made, But the thing is, Dazn's going to have to make it on mutual beneficial terms, right? Because look at it like this. How come Gennady Golovkin's opponent has not been announced yet? Who the fuck is he fighting? See, once again, this Dazn, like, they're like getting big names. Okay. Oh my God, bro, y'all are annoying. You're acting like Wilder's the A side. It don't matter about A side. The shit still have to come around. This shit has to come around. So, okay, Wilder could take care of his mandatory. Factual. You know, Wilder's doing a good job already of selling it. I just left the press conference. And Joshua, like, Joshua has the personality of a prune. Like, he doesn't really, like, sell fights. That's not his shtick. So you have to really bank on, he's an action fighter to watch, for sure. But you don't really get much until the fight night. Wilder could sell a fight with whoever, you know? He sold us on the Stavern 2 fight. I want to catch your body so bad. I try to tell you, you know? He was doing the Dominic Brazil. He has charisma, you know? He has charisma. He had me laugh. I was laughing in that Brazil shit because he has charisma. He was like, I promise you, I'm going to hit you with a Mortal Kombat up, down, left, right, A, B, A, C. A combination from hell, the Mortal Kombat finish him. I promise you, you will get this baptism. He thinks it's a game. When you ever seen me with 20 people? I ain't never had anybody do my dirt for me. I ain't never ever needed to walk with 20 people, let alone 10. Those 20 people, they were all around us. They was fans. You might have thought it was 20 different motherfuckers. It was just me and my brother. You know, this motherfucker's selling like, he's selling the fuck out the fight. He was like, he was talking greasy, bro. Like, this motherfucker's scaring me. I'm filming. I'm like, this dude is really like Bishop and Juice and shit. Like, when a motherfucker is saying shit calmly and laughing, I'm like, okay, that motherfucker's a serial killer. That shit Wilder be doing. He be like, like he can't even contain the bronze bomberness. You know, he can't even contain the bronze bomber. Like, oh my God, I can't wait until the beckoning. And he just, that's what it is. That's how serial killer, like, he was like, I was pacing back and forth. I had to calm myself down. I had to calm myself down because I know. You know, he was be over there with his new trainer and acting like he's so flabbergasted. But I promise you, the baptism is near. The baptism is among us. And my right hand is humongous. I'll break your will. I will. That's how I. I'm like, oh shit. I went to. I seen what I was saying. I said, "What's up? God bless you," and all that. I didn't even want to shake his hand because he was like still in bronze bond. You know, you ain't gonna Radio Raheem me, motherfucker, on camera. To this day, like, really, you gonna do new media like that, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, no, for real. I'm telling you, at the press conference, I've been to all people's, you know, Spence, Broner, Danny Garcia. I've been to all their press conference, right? And when things get too rowdy, you know, when it's getting too rowdy, the PR people and the people, you know, Ryan Custer, whoever the MC is, the host, they can make the people shut up. But Wilder was talking all through there. They're like, all right, guys, all right, okay, you know. And then Wilder kept talking. But ain't nobody want to try to keep Wilder quiet. That motherfucker, he kept going. Like, I've been to the other ones and be like, all right, calm down. You know, they be getting the fighters to calm down. Ain't nobody, like, checked Wilder. He just was talking the whole thing. And Dominic Brazil, you know what I'm going to do. You know, I know you could feel it. You feel it. They was just letting him talk. Ain't nobody trying to stand in the way of that. And like, God damn it, Wilder, what did I tell you? Give me your mic. Like, ain't nobody snatched the mic on Wilder. I was just there. I just left the bar. I just left the Barclays. After I went to the Barclays, I got a Starbucks. I'm not lying to you. I promise you I got a Starbucks. And then I seen Blue Blood. He bought me a blueberry muffin. And that muffin, I ate it like it was nothing. Because in May 18th, you know what I'm going to do to this guy. Wilder Wilder was talking so greasy. I wish y'all, oh, y'all could see it on my channel. He was really out there talking greasy. Like Dominic Brazil had his, like some moments where he would talk back. He was like, yeah, I had to read Urban Dictionary or some shit. But Wilder was talking greasy. He was talking about putting Mortal Kombat. It's not going to help you. Virgil can't teach you nothing. That's what Wilder was saying. He said you could have 3 or 4 trainers like Tyson Fury, but Virgil can't help you. Virgil can't teach you nothing. He can't, like, this man was talking crazy. He was trying to violate, yo. Anyway, Joshua done got no personality like that. So who the fuck he gonna fight after Gerald Miller? Especially if Dillian White go to ESPN. You let me know. So what's the next big DAZN fight? Wilder didn't take the deal. Dillian White sounds like he might go to ESPN. Luis Ortiz is an Al Heyman fighter. So Al Heyman could easily advise Luis Ortiz to not fight on DAZN, you know, if he wants or if it doesn't make sense or if he has better plans for him, like Joe Joyce or something, where he can make some money. So who is Joshua going to fight? That's what I'm saying. This shit come back around. I try to tell y'all. This stuff come back around. DAZN ain't going to have no choice. They going to have no choice. Or put AJ in weak-ass fights. Nobody wants to see Kubrat Pulev and shit. He already was supposed to fight him, and he pulled out. I'm not trying to see Kubrat pull out again, you know, versus AJ. He had his opportunity, and he pulled out like I do when I be in, yo, bitch. I be pulling out like that. That's how I pull out, though. My pull-out game is impeccable. It's pristine. That's why I ain't got no kids. I be pulling out. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me show you how to pull out game. Oh! And then I pull out like that. Pull out game on fleet. Fuck you mean? I know y'all pull out game weak. That's why y'all be having like the Wayans family and shit. My shit. Like clay pigeon shooting up. Oh shit, let me pull it on. Shit, what? Yeah, I'll be stepping back like Errol Spence versus Mikey. Let me take that step back. I'll be taking that step back to pull up game, bruh. I got that A-side pull-out game, man. That's that A-side. I'm the A-side when it comes to that. For that, I am the A-side. I'm the step-back king. What y'all talking about? But anyway, who is AJ gonna fight? That's what I'm saying. Like, DAZN gonna have to work with Tyson Fury and ESPN, or, you know, Al Heyman and Luis Ortiz, or Deontay Wilder. Those are really the only fights people want, or Dillian White if he goes to ESPN, or put him in fights that not gonna help the visibility. Shit, we've already seen AJ fight, you know, the gingerbread man and all this shit. You're a monster. People know what the fight is. And to be honest, Wilder has more highlight reel. He has more highlight reel knockouts. So he's more, his wins are more emphatic than Joshua. Joshua's strong. He got power and stuff, but his don't be like, Wilder be like killing people and shit. Hold on, y'all. Oh my, I hate dudes like this. You know when someone leaves something funny in the comment and then someone sees it, because I could tell it'll be like 12 minutes ago the comment was left, and then someone 8 minutes after, you know, that will leave the same comment. Like, you stole that person's joke. He said Wilder basically turned down a $100 bill to take a $1 bill. That basically describes the Wilder-Dominic Brazil fight. You got that from Andre Ward, bro. I just seen a video with that same title and Andre Ward said that. Why won't y'all be your own man? Why, like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like biting off of what someone else says. So he thought it was cool with that. Yeah, Andre Ward said the exact same thing, you know, and it was on the video. I just seen the headline. You literally ripped that from Andre Ward and came into my shit like you said, like you came anew and said something true. New. Shut your dumb ass up, bro. Oh, he stepped over a $100 bill to pick up a dollar. Block him. I don't like copycats. Block him. Whatever his name is, find him, block him. You gonna copy someone else's whole swag. Listen, if that's Andre Ward's opinion, that's his opinion. He works with ESPN, so I mean, would you expect him to not want to see Wilder come over there? You know, or even go to DAZN? Like, you know, I mean, it's his opinion, but that whole analogy don't make sense because you don't know what Showtime has offered the man. They didn't even say it at the press conference. So no one really knows. No one really knows what they're telling him behind the scenes or what they've offered him. Showtime, I got the video. I'll put it up. Steven Espinoza, he said, contrary to what people are saying, Showtime still got money. And then, you know, and Shelly Finkel just told me, we were talking to him a while. There was that we did only like a lot of money, but we looked at all things considered, and we feel we have a better deal. So you don't even know how you gonna say he passed up $100 bill to pick up a dollar, but we don't even know what they really even offered him just because it's not publicized. See, y'all, again, this social media age, y'all care about, oh, Canelo made $365 million. That deal is not even complete. Y'all just like, you know, because we read about it and it was reported. We ain't seen nothing. You know, Canelo ain't showed us no bank statements, and he hasn't even went through with the fight. So we don't, you know, everything with Dazn is almost speculation because they're so new. You know, they offer Golovkin X, Y, and Z and blah, blah. We don't know how much money he made from that because there's no trends to follow because this shit is brand new. He ain't even fought one fight with Dazn. So, you know, you can't even say that unless you know what Showtime did to keep Wilder. And see, that the other thing is, you guys sound stupid because at the end of the day, why would Al Heyman have so much loyalty if fighters really thought they were getting gypped? Then why wouldn't Wilder just, you know, why would he stay loyal to Showtime if he thought he was getting ripped off? So whatever the plan is, or whatever the game plan, or whatever's being told to him is making him loyal. You think it's the Get Out movie? Wilder's a real one, you know? Ain't nobody gonna like hypnotize him into staying when he has options. So obviously it's beneficial. That's why he chose it. You just mad that he chose Showtime. That's what that is. You mad about it personally. So obviously he has faith in his team. Something y'all need to learn about. No one's mad. Yeah, they mad. The haters are mad. They mad because they know Wilder going over to Dazn would have helped Dazn, you know, which would in turn help Eddie Hearn and the whole platform. And now that he's being his own boss and making his own decision, people calling him crazy. The other thing is this. You got to look at it. If you confident in your skill set and you confident in your ability to entertain and shit, money don't go nowhere. You know, you can always, like, not always, but in general, you can continue to pop. Dave Chappelle turned down $50 million for Netflix. I mean, $50 million for Comedy Central to finish season 3. And then later on, Netflix, they got all this money right now. They offered him, and he got all his money for these comedy specials on Netflix. The money ain't go nowhere. People said he was crazy for turning down 50. Like, damn, for sketch comedy, you turned down 50 million? No comedian's making that, man. Turned it down. Bread. People ain't worried about it. Nobody's pressed about it. You know, Wilder lived better than you and me. Believe that. You know, his kids are taking care of his family. His house is probably bigger than ours. You know, I don't want to insult because I don't know what everyone does. You know, he probably got more whips and more expensive whips and chains and shit. Back in the day, we was slaves, whips and chains. It's tradition. All I got is whips and chains. So, you know, obviously he trusts what his team's doing. Period. Like I said, you got to look at the big picture. A lot of you guys are like weaklings. You don't want to look at the big picture. I have to be honest, I am a fan of who? But I understand business. Put it this way. Wilder has more options than Joshua does. Without looking at, I'm talking about internally than Joshua does. Not like, you know, all right, put it this way. Name, outside of the next fight that these fighters have, name 2 interesting enough fights without the big 3, Tyson Fury, Wilder, and Joshua fighting each other, that each of them can face in their own like group, in their own stable. Do you guys get the question? So let's say the big 3 Cold War prevents Tyson Fury Wilder rematch. It prevents Wilder Joshua. Name 2 or 3 opponents each of them can fight after their next schedule fight that would be good fights that would help their respective networks or platforms. Using realistic internal fights, not commingling the big 3. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? No, not Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. You're stealing my thunder. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Who can Tyson Fury fight 2 or 3 opponents? We don't know who he's fighting next. 2 or 3 opponents that Tyson Fury could fight. After Joshua fights Miller, 2 or 3 opponents he could fight. That are big fights without having I do this every day. Name 2 or see, why is this hard for you guys to answer these simple questions I'm asking? Name the big 3 independently, Wilder, Tyson Fury, and save the Wilder because I got that. Tyson Fury or AJ, 2 or 3 big fights that they can fight on their respective platforms that are more so in-house or easy to make without fighting any of the other people in the big 3. Joshua has the belts. I don't give a rat's ass if he has the belts. I don't care if he has the Infinity Stones from the Avengers. I don't care if he has the Zords from Power Rangers. With the belts, I'm talking about big fights. You know? I don't care if he has the Aggro Crag. You know? If he has all the powers from Captain Planet. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. Name 2 or 3 fights. So after Gerald Miller, name 2 to 3 fights that are in-house and or easy to make without Joshua fighting Wilder or Fury, who are on different networks, so I wouldn't consider that easy to make, that he could fight. And then do the same thing with Tyson Fury. He signed to ESPN. Name 2 or 3 fights for him next, since we don't know his next fight. Name 3. When are you guys going to answer this question? Okay, Tyson Fury could possibly fight Dillian White, who's sounds like he's going to ESPN. That's 1. Name 2 more. In-house fight. What do you guys... Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Listen to what I'm saying. In-house fights or easy fights to make. 2 to 3 people that Joshua and Tyson Fury can fight. What is so hard about this? Fury Povetkin, who the fuck wants to see that? Povetkin was just knocked out brutally by Anthony Joshua. Pulev, who the fuck wants to see that in White? These are horrible. So White is a good fight. Style. Tyson Fury versus Pulev would be probably the worst combination stylistically. That would be like Sean Porter and Ugas. The styles didn't really mesh well. You know, Sean Porter style, or at least how he tried to fight, and Ugas, it didn't really mesh well. See? Y'all can't even answer a simple question. That's what I'm saying. That lets me know y'all ain't thinking of the big picture. Who can he fight? Wilder has more options than these dudes. With, like, obviously we want to see the big three fight each other. Like either Wilder Fury rematch, Wilder Joshua, Joshua versus Fury, whatever. Right? Wilder still has more options in the event that the big three don't round robin it and fight each other. Wilder, after the Brazil fight, that's his mandatory, he could fight against Adam Kanowski in the Barclays. I'm in New York now. There's a dense Polish population. In my personal opinion, I think that would sell at the Barclays. If you knew how many Polish people were here, you know, Adam Kanowski had a good fan base. He has a, like, he'd be fighting on the undercards, and there's still a good amount of people who are there early. And he looked good versus Gerald Washington, a mutual opponent. So he could still do something like that. He can rematch Luis King Kong Ortiz. Exactly. Who's signed with Al Heyman. Joe Joyce is with Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman. I would watch that. Deontay Wilder and Joe Joyce. F.A. Ajagba, if they move him and he keeps stepping up, you know, I would watch that. Wilder versus... No, I'm not from New York. I'm in New York. Block 143. Get this motherfucker out of here. I'm tired of seeing these 18 comments from him. Block him. 143. Get him out of here. Block him. He said, come on, that's an up-and-comer. I said if they move him. See, that's what I'm saying. They try to play dumb. I listed 3 or 4 people, and then he going to focus on F.A. Ajagba. I said if they move him and he continues to enhance his profile. I didn't say fight him next. These dudes is... they want to be new media so bad. They want to be new media so bad. I didn't say Wilder should... See, this is what's wrong with this generation. You'll say something, speak perfect English, and they'll twist up your words and shit. Ego said that Wilder should fight F.A. Ajagba. I mean, can you believe this guy? No, that's not what I said. I listed 3 or 4 other people that he could fight, or 2 or whatever it was, that he could fight. And I said that could even be a fight that's built. Period. I can't even think of 3 people that Joshua could fight, especially fights. And the reason from him, I never seen him at Daniel Dubois. Yeah, but those are 2 Frank Warren fighters. So, you know, I don't know if they would put Daniel Dubois in there with Tyson Fury. No, but who's Joshua gonna fight in-house? So if you really think about it, the waiting game, Wilder could still come out, because it's gonna get to a point where DAZN's gonna be like, damn, AJ's his cash cow. His events ain't really doing that. We gotta work with one of these other promoters. We gotta get the Wilder fight. We gotta get a Fury fight. You sitting up here paying Anthony Joshua whatever X amount of money he's getting, and it's gonna be for Kubrat Pulev. Stuff people are like not checking for. So, Wilder's betting on himself, and I don't blame him. I would do the same thing probably. Do the same exact damn thing. DAZN they don't hold no cards. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's just like DAZN or bust. It's not like they're the leading platform and no one else is relevant. We don't DAZN ain't even released any numbers. We don't even know how they're doing. Give me one report of the numbers that they've left. I don't know how they're doing. Nobody knows. Name one credible source that has ever given us DAZN numbers. Like what's their current what's their current subscriber count? Somebody tell me how many subscribers they have concurrently that have been subscribers for 2 months or longer. Not like the 30-day trial or some shit. Or I just signed up 2 weeks ago. Let me know. Eventually, it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna have to fight each other. All these guys. Or at least something's gonna have to be done. They can't do the showdown for that long. But anyway, Al Heyman's stable is deeper, so he can do the showdown longer than any of these. There's boxing. They got UFC, which is good for them. Who's Terrence Crawford gonna fight? Errol Spence got fights. There's fights he can fight. He can fight Pacquiao. He can unify. That Pacquiao has a fake belt. He can unify with Keith Thurman. He can unify with Sean Porter. He can fight against Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados winner. Luis Collazo, like just as a stay busy fight. He just won his last fight. He got options. Terrence Crawford don't. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking about a waiting game, Al Heyman can outweigh all these people because his stable is bigger. That's just the fact of the matter. That's the fact of the matter. Like people acting like it's like you got to take a deal because it's whatever. And here, like, the other thing is this. So Wilder beat Brazil. What does that mean? They haven't even fought. You can't hear me. Oh. Yeah, I figured y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all tripping on like $100 million deal, because like I said, boxing they have a lot of fans that try to do retaliation. You get what I'm saying? So they're trying to retaliate on like new media and others who talked about the $50 million deal that Joshua rejected. But it's not even the same. Block Royal Concepts. Get your royal ass out of here. If y'all just leaving stupid shit with no substance, y'all can go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It got him out of there, slipped a jab. He couldn't slip that clap. But yeah, man. The DAZN deal, like I said, how you didn't even get guaranteed a Joshua fight. What is that? 3 fights and it's presumably Joshua, but there's no guarantee. So you get in the deal, get over there, and and here's the other thing. Aside from Joshua not signing to DAZN, here's another X factor. This is probably gonna make some people mad, but it's a reality. Why would Wilder sign a 3-fight deal, right? and Joshua fights in June, what if he loses? That's not a like that's not an option that is out of the question. Do you feel me? Joshua losing to Gerald Miller is not like unquestionable, inconceivable. So Wilder, let's say he signed, okay, I signed, and then Joshua, what if he gets stopped? What if he got stopped by Gerald Miller? Then what? Now he over there helping Dazn, you know, obviously he would be the man again. You know, I already think he's the man in the heavyweight division, but he would really be the man because Joshua just lost his belt. So Gerald Miller, he would be the man for beating one guy. A lot of people sleeping on Big Belt, baby. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you sign $100 million? You don't, know the outcome of Joshua's next fight, because it's not even about just losing, like getting knocked out or losing a decision. That would obviously be horrible for Joshua because he would lose all his belts. But beyond that, what if it's one of those performances where Gerald Miller loses, but the world thinks that he won? Then that's not a good fight. All that stuff hurts Joshua Wilder. You know, this is the variable that nobody's talking about, except for leave it to your boy, Ego. Block Cody K. Get these dudes out of here. Shooters, we need extra reinforcements today. Cody K. Oh my gosh, slip the jab is catching bodies. I'll just call them out and y'all block them. I see what the little dumb shit they doing. Yeah, so that's a variable that people aren't taking into consideration. So if Joshua loses, or even a perceived loss, those things hurt a Wilder. I see the one you in. I know you good for it. Just don't abuse it, please, because we got some issues with the shooters. Ego, you do know what you're talking about, factual. Appreciate you. Like I said, if Gerald Miller beats Joshua, then that'll be horrible. And that'll probably, not probably, it would most likely, like really, AKA likely, AKA will, lead to a rematch. So what the fuck is Wilder doing on DAZN at that point? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't be paying attention. Y'all ain't been doing the education, as Kanye would say. They're going to do a rematch. There's a rematch clause for a reason. And his belts are at stake. Was Joshua going to be like, oh, okay, I don't want a rematch. I don't want to get a chance at my belts again. That's what they're going to put that in the rematch clause in the contract if they don't want it. So Wilder would be in a 3-fight deal. Just took care of Dominic Brazil. Now who's he going to fight on DAZN? Answer that. Let me know. But Wilder would still get his money if he signs I thought. But we all want Deontay. Bro, how? Okay. Who is he going to get? He's fighting Dominic Brazil again. So who's DAZN going to give him when they're losing heavyweights like Dillian White to ESPN? Tyson Fury is already committed to ESPN. So who is DAZN going to pay Wilder $20 million to fight and then $40 million? Klitschko hasn't announced if he's officially coming back. You know, that's what I'm saying. There's more variables than you guys think. What happens if Brazil wins? I told you guys, these dudes want to be new media so bad. So I bring up these questions, right? And they want to be new media so bad. They trying to, like, come up with points just like us and shit. I mean, do you honestly think who has more chance to win, in your opinion? Dominic Brazil beating Deontay Wilder, or a 317-pound Gerald Miller, who's undefeated, unlike Brazil, and Miller has a different style that Joshua hasn't really dealt with. Someone that big with that type of volume, it stays busy. You know, come on, bro. I know you want to be like me. It's cool. But you're not new media. If you had to, you know, take a bet, I would say more people would say Miller has a shot against Joshua's style than people are giving a shot to Dominic Brazil. Dominic Brazil would have to show us something. And he got defeated by Joshua, which, you know, this is a different fighter, but he still has a loss. He was dropped by Amir Mansour, too. And he got dropped by that African or whatever, Izui or whatever his name is. So, oh shit, I just saw some highlights from that presser today. Oh my God, Wilder is going to murder this guy. And that's the other thing. Wilder's taking this fight personal because his family was involved. You know, he got his brother involved. He's getting sued, you know. So I don't really think many people are picking Dominic Brazil. It's boxing, so anything can happen. But come on, bro. Yeah, Big Baby Miller's a volume is so. You know, there's a lot of variables that, like I said, people aren't considering because they just want to find fault in everything that Wilder decides. But like, it's funny. Like, it's funny the world we live in. It's funny the world we live in. People, people like, oh, Wilder should have took it, and you don't even know all the details. You know, you don't know what even really went on in the meeting other than reports and rumors of what happened, speculation, and like industry sources of what happened. Wave catcher, you sound ridiculous. Win does an underdog win. You're an under for a reason. You clearly don't watch boxing. So how did Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson? If unders don't win, you guys say retarded stuff, bro. It's like, you know, Pacquiao beat Ladwaba. What are you talking about? When does an underdog win? Block wave catcher. I'm not dealing with no foolishness. Block wave catcher. Yeah, Tony Harrison beat Charlo. That's what I'm saying. These dudes are crazy. We having a block party. Kell Brook versus Spence. I don't know if Spence was the underdog. He might have been, but yeah, if he was, that's the case. Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. I mean, come on, we can do this all day. Who the fuck thought Jeff Horn would beat, under any circumstances, beat Pacquiao? You know, and then in the eyes of people, Lamont Peterson got stretched by Matisse, and a lot of people thought he beat Danny Garcia. Nobody would have even gave Lamont Peterson a chance. They thought Danny Garcia would have smoked him out. You know, so it's boxing. What are your views on Wilder turning down the Dazn? Oh my God, we just went over this. That's what we've been talking about. I've been talking about it. Listen, the thing is this: it's his decision. The thing is his decision, and he obviously entrusts his team and feels he's being steered in the right way. Otherwise, he wouldn't do it. Like Joshua, he didn't really have a reason that made sense. He had several reasons which fight in America. He said he wanted to give a fight for the UK fans, and he said the refs and judges. You know. So. I'm a Deontay Wilder. I hope the decision doesn't come back to bite him. I mean, it's boxing, you know, shit happens. Mikey made a decision. I see something in Errol Spence. And then he looked horrible. So, you know, things happen. But There's a lot of people do it. Chance the Rapper, you know, for all the hip hop fans. He was an independent artist, and labels were approaching him to sign him, and it took him forever to sign. He didn't just go with the deal. He finally signed, I believe, after he felt he finally got the right deal, but he passed up a lot of deals. It don't matter. That's what happens when you sought after. You can pass up shit and shit will come back, or you'll find something else. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, some of y'all, man, you seem real desperate. You seem real desperate, like women. You guys be acting like, oh, this girl's everything. Like, there's so many women in this world. It's not the end of the world. Plenty of fish in the sea. You know, plenty of fish in the sea. You don't have to sweat one chick like that you just met, because she ain't calling you back. Who cares? Find another one. And that's what it sounds like Wilder's betting on. He knows if he keeps doing his thing, the profile's going to keep growing, you know, and maybe you can get some more money out of Dazn. Because like I said, Dazn, people are not like analyzing this, but Dazn, they still need big fights. They got it. They got one with Canelo J. Like, just look at the whole thing. DAZN's not a proven platform. It really isn't. Like I said, if it is, then tell me how many subscribers they have. Why isn't information like that available? How many concurrent subscribers have they had for 2-3 months? Let me know. See, no one's answering the question. Per usual. Al Heyman got a deeper bench than all these boys. That's the fact. Like, you look at, like, Matchroom, majority of their profit probably comes from AJ bouts. And then an occasional, like, Tony Bellew versus Usyk. But Tony Bellew just retired. Name a Matchroom cash cow other than AJ. Who's a breadwinner with Matchroom other than AJ? AJ's not with Matchroom. Listen, if you guys don't, I'm gonna start blocking y'all because I don't have the patience. The hackers got in my last stream. If y'all just saying whatever, I'm gonna have my shooters block you. Yeah, if one more person puts Canelo, they're getting blocked. Cause y'all not even listening to the question and just trying to rush and answer. No, we having a real life dialogue. Let me know, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, who does he have signed that's a star outside of Anthony Joshua? Like a real star that's generating real numbers, and they're the main event. Like, they're the main event, and, you know, they're filling up a crowd pretty well. Let me know. There ain't a damn soul. Amir Khan? I mean, how many people were at the Samuel Vargas fight? That was his last fight. I don't know. I mean, did everyone in here watch the Samuel Vargas fight? That was Khan's last fight. Some of y'all probably didn't even watch it. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Golden Boy, same thing. Who's their star? Canelo, Ryan Garcia. Then who? Not saying they don't have a good fighter. Virgil Ortiz is a good fighter, but he's not a star yet. Joseph Jojo Diaz, is he a star? Good fighter, but is he a star? You know, are people like watching and clamoring for his next fight? PBC still got Javante Tank Davis. Like, so Javante Tank Davis or Joseph JoJo Diaz, who has more star power? Shout out to the $8 super chat. Usyk has cross promotion, as you mentioned. Yeah, so he's not. I'm talking about Matchroom, not like someone that two people. They got multiple promotional companies. There aren't many stars. Period. Okay, you playing? Okay, so Errol Spence, his star power is rapidly growing. Javante Tank Davis. People even like Leo Santa Cruz have a big fan base. So Leo Santa Cruz, you put him in a good fight. You put him in LA, it's gonna have a good crowd. Mikey coming off a loss, you could probably put him in LA. People still come out to see him. I'm talking about like that. I'm not talking about. It doesn't have to be like global, superstars. We talking about just like they could fill up a pretty well fill up a crowd in their home city in America. Wilder. I've been to his fights in New York and shit. He'd be having 13 to 15,000 people there. Danny Garcia. Errol Spence just had 47.5. What are we talking about? Thank you for blocking that person. You see how they keep wanting to go against the grain, but they know they can't keep up. They can't keep up. All they do is make excuses. When will Michael Conlan step up in competition? I don't know. I didn't even watch that last fight. So, even like I said, like Triple G, he has, he's popular. He's on Dazn now. Who's he gonna fight? Who's he gonna fight? You said these dudes hating on 400,000 buys. I don't even know if that's the number, but if that is, okay, look at it like this. Fox pay-per-view did their first pay-per-view, did 400 buys. First of all, the undercard wasn't even like stupid loaded like that, right? 400,000 buys on their first thing, if that's true, at $75 a pop. Versus, okay, DAZN, $10 a pop. That means you would have to sell because $75, $85 for the Mikey fight. You would have to sell 7 or 8 times as many DAZN subscriptions to equal one pay-per-view buy at $76, $86, right? So what DAZN card have you recently seen that you think garnered a ton of subscribers? That has already happened. You guys be playing dumb. Nothing. Not Canelo Jacobs, something that happened. I'm talking about a fight that has happened. Let me know. If that's a failure, if 400,000 at $75, $85 is a failure, then what DAZN card would you say is successful? Because it would take much more non-pay-per-view wise. It would take much more DAZN buys to equal one pay-per-view card. And all they're doing is dishing out numbers for these fighters. Oh, Triple G, here's $500 million. Here's 1,000, He said they have not done those numbers. I could tell you now. Kevin, I will. Kevin Mata. I will answer my question after you answer my question. I mean, I'll answer your question after you answer mine. Deal? Do you accept the hot seat? Kevin Mata. I told you this how I'm doing you boys. Pause. Do you accept a hot seat? Sure. Okay. So you answer my question and I'll answer yours. And then we'll get this started. Like I keep asking you. What is a fight? Name 2 or 3 major fights that Dazn has had that you think, 500,000 people or a good number, I don't even know what, 300 to 500,000 people sought out Dazn streaming app for. 2 or 3 fights. You answer that, I'll answer anything boxing related, real questions that you have for me. Name the card. Who was the main event? Name 3, because I don't want to give you an option because you'll take the lowest number. Don't do the boy like that, ego. So basically, this year, name the 3 biggest Dazn cards. I'm just going to keep doing y'all the same way. And then I'll answer your question. You answer mine, and I'll answer yours. Has he responded? Where is he at? Can y'all hear me? I gotta put the interrogation light on. Where is he at? Hello? I'm about to get off then. I can't hear anybody or see anything.